Well, hi there. This is Ron Rogers, and I want to talk about my channel for just a minute here. Now, I started this purely out of fun, and I was just leaving kind of a legacy for my kids and grandkids was the idea, and it kind of grew, and people liked it, and they said, "Hey, love your channel, but your audio sucks." So I got a new microphone, and you were in the shadows, so I got lights and stuff like that, and the kind of the deal with the wife was that this would not be something that costs money if I was going to have this fun hobby. So I've got a lot of suggestions from people to improve things. And, I mean, the 4K stuff is cool. It's amazing how much video processing takes up. I upgraded my computer and I got the latest processors in that and 4 terabytes of memory, and I still have to get these external hard drives because each video sucks up almost a gig of memory. So kind of surprising. Well, 4K, the 4K is cool. And this is my GoPro camera, and I've had people give a lot of suggestions of multiple views and stuff like that, and I've tried to do that a little bit using the iPhone, which is what I'm doing right now. I'm using the iPhone as my main camera here, and I'd like to upgrade that. And I would like to get a 360 GoPro for the aerobatic stuff because I think that'd be really cool. And okay, so what am I getting at here? The whole thing is, you know. If you want to support the channel, that would be great. I can make improvements in that. I mean, I can keep going like this. That's really that's really no problem because I'm having fun. But if you'd like, to help out by buying bling and supporting with that, I can justify it to the wife for some of the improvements, and I'd really like to do that, especially with the aerobatics. I know that's not necessarily one of my super big views on the aerobatic stuff and the 310 here flying, but a lot of people do like it. A lot of people seem to like the stories more, and that doesn't take a whole lot of stuff to do that, and I can keep doing that. The funny thing is I don't seem to be running out of stories, which is amazing. I keep uh, people will remind me of stuff, and then I'll go, oh yeah, I can talk about that. So I'm having a lot of fun. Okay, don't get the wrong idea. I'm having a lot of fun, and you'll still see great content. As good as I can justify with the spouse of 53 years. And anybody who is married and owns an airplane understands what I'm getting at here. Okay, but trying to keep peace in the family. But it can help to make improvements. Now, YouTube, it's funny. YouTube suggested, do you want to monetize your channel? And I go, what's that? And then they invited me into this thing about doing memberships. And I've done memberships for now. I guess right there you can see from the start. It started on February 16th, and you notice the little. I've got private pilot, commercial, and transport pilots there, and I really appreciate the support of the people. And some people are upgrading it because of the classes of membership. And basically, if you just want to support, that's great. And the private pilot is good. The commercial pilot gives you early access to new videos. And, I mentioned your name. I tend to do that anyway because I appreciate the people who support. And a few members only videos. And then the ATP, you get working on live chats and stuff like that. I'm still working on setting that up. I'm still new at that. But I'm having a fun time with the members, and I'll explain something, a consideration about that I need a little bit of help on. But I had one person who says, you get the little special tag, so I can see when you make a comment that you're a member, and I'll explain why that's going to help here in just a second. And I had one person who is excited about getting their little widget there upgraded to a T38, which comes in the second month. Now, I've been having a lot of fun with this. I mean, I've got, and this slide's even just a little bit old, but so far I've got over 20,000 comments, and I try to read every single one, and sometimes the comments get buried. I hate to say, I get 20,000 comments. I get thousands of comments a month, and I try to read all of them, and I try to respond to if there's any something that would elicit a response. And I often like to just thank people for commenting and stuff like that. And you see, I've had almost 4 million views since I started it. Interesting thing, if you look at the chart, that first like 6 months is pretty flat because I didn't put out much videos at all there. I just kind of started and put out a few, but then it kind of took off when I got into the stories more. But anyway, with with the number of comments, there's a special deal where the people who are members, they get to the top of the list, so I will not miss responding to them. So it gives you a little bit of added, getting at the top of the list there for comments and stuff. But I do my best to get everybody, but it's it's really growing. It takes several hours a day, literally, actually, factually, to go through the comments. And of course, there's some little widgets where you can express, whatever. And here's some of the latest people who have become members there. And that's one of the things of giving a shout out to them. And I'll actually give a video shout out in this case. But anyway, that's kind of the situation. If you'd like to be a member, it can help out really. And there will also be a few members only updates about kind of what's going on in general, kind of a more chatty type of thing, if you will. Once I get, things like once the weather gets nicer and I get the Great Lakes out flying more and stuff like that. And the nice thing about the members only updates and chats is they can be just a little more personal, and I can get away with things that I can't normally get away with on YouTube. And that's also an advantage of, if especially on the videos that are oldies but goodies, you can see those ad free. So there are a lot of little benefits like that, but it's totally voluntary, obviously, and you're still going to get great content because I enjoy doing it. But hey, you want to be a member, it will help me get the nicer equipment. So, and it's amazing how much I want to get it. I've got my eye on a nice video processor too, but none of this stuff is cheap, as you can imagine. It's, interesting. But anyway, hey, that's the story. Thanks for watching.